All right, y'all. He said get into the articles. Chat GBT, OpenAI, they saying that they're gonna give out AI certifications and they want to build their own LinkedIn style job platforms. Did you see anything come down the timeline like this, James?
Yeah, I'm actually already enrolled in the OpenAI Academy because
You've been taking the classes already.
I've been taking the classes. This is what you preach and talk about every single week, right? This AI is here. You got to embrace it. You got to learn it, that kind of thing. So, where are you going to learn about it? Why not learn from one of the large language models as they start introducing courses? And the pricing is right too, because right now it's free.
Free 99. All right. Well, look, they're saying OpenAI is stepping into the job game and they're dropping their own platform, and it's similar to LinkedIn, but just for folks with AI skills. So if you got other tangible skills or other skill sets, they're not really looking for that. They're looking, do you know how to prompt? Do you know how to word it the right way? And do you know how to do vibe coding? They want to connect with the people with the skills to the companies that's looking for them. And they even got a plan to certify people through their own OpenAI Academy. So they got their own school, y'all, their own school to make sure that the resumes are legit. Now, the government is even getting in on this as well, and they're pushing for more AI education. And it's about getting everybody leveled up for these new jobs. A lot of jobs are letting people go, and they're saying, hey, AI can do this. So the platform gives seasoned pros a direct way to switch lanes and get into the booming tech industry, even if they don't have a lot of computer skill sets or got the computer science degree from back in the day. This also validates your experience. A certification from a big name like OpenAI can give you that stamp that you need. And it's giving you a fresh set of skills and making them highly attractive to employers. Now, you can also fill in these skill gaps. The jobs are there, but the talent pool for AI is still on the low side. People still afraid to tap in, right? And this opens up a clear pathway if you really want to learn, if you really want that job, and they say AI is where it's at. This is your opportunity. And then this is also an opportunity to network with people. It's basically a targeted platform. This is not grandmama and granddaddy's job board. So it's not, hey, do you know somebody that knows somebody that can hook me up? It's a place where seasoned professionals can network with the right people who are looking for exactly what they have to offer. And then this is your opportunity to stay relevant as technology changes, the job market changes, right? And this platform and its certifications offer a clear, structured way for folks to stay sharp and not get left behind. Is that not our phrase over here? Is that not what we say? It's a hustle, but a necessary one. Now, look, this is why you should be concerned about this. They said the AI isn't a silver bullet. Now, just because you got a certification don't mean you automatically get a job. AI can help, but it's not magic. All right. So you just may know how to prompt vibe code, but that does not necessarily mean that you automatically got the job. It still has a real human element to the hiring process, and AI can't always see the full picture. Now, what's the cost? As James just said, free learning. It's free 99. Now, you can't go wrong with that. You just go over there to the Open AI Academy and they got you locked in. You take whatever skills, whatever courses that you feel like you need to take, and you go from there. And then now you can now focus on a specific skill. This platform is laser focused on AI. So what if you got a wealth of other non AI skills that aren't valuable? Well, this platform undervalue or overlook candidates, and that's just pretty much what it is. So my question to you before I ask James and Revis their thoughts, your thoughts on ChatGPT's job platform. One, this is the new way. Two, LinkedIn finally has some competition. Three, I'm waiting to see if people will really get hired. Four, this is a marketing play to get more people to use it. Or five, this AI is too much. One through five, let me know in the comments your thoughts on ChatGPT's new job platform. Do you think this is good or you think it's bad? Revis, what you think about this?
I think it's the way. It's just a new thing. Will I ever use it? Probably not. But it's good that it's teaching us something. But I can learn the same thing watching the Lab Tech Show.
All right. James, your thoughts?
That man is a walking billboard for you, boy, right now.
Hey, I love it. Hey, I love it.
That's all right. I'll rehash on a couple of things that you mentioned, right? The fact that this is targeted and focused. This will not necessarily be what LinkedIn is starting to become. LinkedIn is starting to become more of a social platform as opposed to just a digital resume. And we're starting to see kind of that convergence of more people putting personal information out there. And there's pros and cons to that. When OpenAI fully launches this and comes out with their courses, I think some of their courses don't start for about a week or so. Yeah, they're going to be free, at least initially. And they're going to be, I'll use your term, laser focused on AI, laser focused on prompt engineering, and really on how to emphasize that whole skill set. If you're going to be relevant, if you're going to be of value to any organization moving forward, any organization, I don't care what you do, you got to understand these bits and pieces of technology, especially how it's starting to make companies be less tactical and more strategic. And the way that the companies are doing that now are being more efficient in how they use that most valuable and most costly resource, people. I can get rid of people and I can have a computer algorithm do the same thing in a third of the time. I'm going to do that as a business owner. It would behoove you as the employee to learn something about this technology such that you can start coding it. You can start deciphering what comes out of it. You can start understanding how to translate data into business value. Regardless of what field you're in, being able to translate value back to your organization. If you're employed by someone, that's really your secret sauce. That's how you show value back to the organization. So this is a good thing. Coursera is already out there, but most of their courses are paid for. Google themselves has some courses. They're
What
not
about
all
Udemy?
AI focused. Yeah, Udemy. So there are platforms out there that have different types of skill sets and different types of courses, but it's real interesting to see that OpenAI is coming out specifically with how to prompt engineer, how to level up your own skills as it relates to AI.
Well, the audience says this is the new way, and some people say this is a marketing play to get more people to use it. That's interesting because it's funny because everybody knows ChatGPT, James, but the
Yeah.
thing is, they're not tapping into Perplexity, they're not tapping into Gemini, Copilot, Grok. They're not tapping into some of these other softwares. It seems like ChatGPT is just a standard platform, and the fact that they've turned this Open AI Academy into a
Yeah.
school to say, hey, you can get these certifications, you can get this LMS or these trainings. Now, this may be the new go to. And of course, big tech is dealing with big government, as we say. But ChatGPT is saying, or OpenAI is saying, we're going to be the leader. Whereas I would have thought maybe Google probably would have said, let's lead the forefront.
Yeah, think about that, right? In this whole LLM industry, in this whole ecosystem now, OpenAI has become the Kleenex, right? When you think Kleenex and tissue, ChatGPT / OpenAI has become the kind of that go-to that everyone thinks. The only default extension for an AI environment right now on the Apple ecosystem is OpenAI ChatGPT. A lot more folks, when they say that, they think that's the only thing out there, but there are other relevant models as well. We talked about Anthropic, the Claudes, and the Perplexities, and various things of that nature. Listen, what Meta has as well with their, was it Lambda, Llama? I don't know. I'm not a Meta fan, so. But all of these large
Llama.
organizations have their own large language models, and it behooves again the individual to know something about at least how to speak to them, how to engage with these algorithms, so you can get the data out that you're actually looking to do. OpenAI doing it first, it just makes sense for them from a marketing perspective, because again, they are the Kleenex to the tissue. They are the ones that everyone typically thinks about the first. But I wouldn't hold my breath too long before Google comes out with something very similar to this, right? Start actually giving more courses that are free, that do have a certificate that you can put on LinkedIn or this platform that OpenAI is launching as well, that you can share with your constituents, that you can put on your resume as well. So it's a good thing, because a lot of times folks don't know where to go to learn about this stuff. You hear about it on like your show or go to the old. Still got Barnes and Nobles and Borders around in your neck of the woods. You still
Barnes
got
and
the
Nobles,
books.
Barnes and Nobles is still around.
All right, right. But a lot of folks that want to go there. A lot of folks that want to go to the library or whatever the case may be. So, Google, OpenAI, go online to those locations and learn how to do this thing so you can be prepared for the future.
Okay. Well, look, the audience says 40%. No one else tapped in, but it's okay. We're going to continue this discussion at a later time, but just know that OpenAI does have a job platform, and this could be the new way. I need these certifications, right? To be able to say, I am now trained, I am now certified, to be able to say, I am qualified for this job A through Z, if that makes sense. It's the Lab Tech Show. Join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern at thelabtechshow.com. Embrace it or get left behind.